And welcome everybody to Central Valley Today. I'm your host, Stephanie Bainham. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, it's not too late to think about planning a summer vacation, but it's also not too early to think about booking a Christmas vacation. AMA Waterways is the world's river cruise expert when it comes to European Christmas market themed cruises. And the way to book this magical experience and all your luxury vacations is with our local friends at Elite Global Journeys. So here to explain, we've got the owner and luxury advisor of Elite Global Journeys, Craig Mungary, along with Brian Rodemacher. He is the business development manager and river cruise expert at AMA Waterways. A big and warm welcome to you both.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And it's so true. It's not too late to get in those summer vacations, but it's also not too early, right, to think about the holidays.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sometimes people wait till the last minute, and we don't want that.
So, Craig, tell us about your partnership here with Brian and how you two got together.
We are partnered together with promotion of the European River Cruises and the Christmas Market Cruises. It's a fantastic partnership. They have what, 20-something ships?
23 ships,
Wow.
correct?
Okay.
And Brian, looking at the video of these cruises, I mean, why is Europe so special around Christmas time for folks who've never been?
Correct. Well, especially on a day like today where over 100 degrees, it's kind of nice to think a little bit about cooler weather. So certainly the Rhine and the Danube are beautiful anytime, but particularly during Christmas time and during the holiday time when the towns and the villages, the cities that we visit on the river come alive with these wonderful Christmas markets that have been around for a long time. And what's really kind of nice too is that when you go to visit the various Christmas markets, you're actually with other local people, right? Because they're there as well. The families are there, so you're actually celebrating with them. And so each city is unique in that regard, and so it's just an absolutely wonderful time to be there. And of course, yes, it is cooler, but people that gravitate towards that kind of thing already know that.
And talk about why it really is an advantage to see some of these towns from the water. And it's all right there. You get to stay on your cruise ship.
Correct. So it's essentially like a floating hotel, to put it in a nutshell, although quite luxurious in the sense that the rooms, the culinary aspect, the staff on board, the software, just simply terrific. And so yes, you cruise pretty much at night, and then each morning you pull into a new place. And again, it can be a village, it can be a town, or a larger city. And the nice thing is, because of the establishment of commerce along the rivers and the history of commerce on the rivers, whenever we pull in, we're right in the heart of the destination.
Yes.
So there's not a lot of schlepping involved. You're right where you want to be.
Well said. Well, Craig, I know you've been in this business a long time. And Elite Global Journeys, what do you think sets you apart here in town and in terms of planning vacations for folks?
It's our fantastic contacts that we have all around the world. So being able to reach out to those unique destinations all over Europe especially, so that we can plan just the perfect vacation that works for them. And we pair that with a river cruise, and that makes a fantastic Christmas markets getaway.
Oh, yes. I love how you also say when you go to a travel website and you see commercials for them all the time, but they're only asking for your credit card number.
That's right.
They're
That's
not asking
right.
for your interests, for your plans. I mean, you really personalize these trips.
We do. We sit down with them one-on-one, talk with them, find out what it is they want to see and what it is that they're expecting out of their vacation. Because everybody's a little bit different.
Yes. And I love how because of your contacts, because of your experience traveling and being in the business, you know the VIPs, so you can make us VIPs.
That's exactly right. That's what we do. That's what we do.
That's awesome. Well, I know we're looking at some of your travels. What have been some of your top spots, and what do you think are good places for folks to go?
Oh, I think Europe is absolutely fantastic anywhere around. But I just recently came back from Japan and had an amazing time over there. And I think that's a destination that people don't think about.
Yeah.
And it's new on the minds of people. And we have some fantastic itineraries
Oh,
in that
wonderful.
part of Asia and Japan.
Okay, well, speaking of Asia, you also offer cruises, Brian, in Asia and Africa. Tell us about those.
Sure, absolutely. So we have a ship on the Mekong River called the Amadara that spends 7 nights on the Mekong. However, it also incorporates stays in both what used to be North Vietnam and Hanoi, also stays in Ho Chi Minh City, which people still call Saigon, and also a highlight is visiting Siem Reap for Angkor Wat, the ruins, and so that's turns into a 15-day program, quite exotic, quite unique, very popular. And then also we have a ship in Africa called the Zambezi Queen, which operates between Namibia and Botswana on the Chobe River, which you would think would be the Zambezi, but that river feeds into the Zambezi, and so it's a unique program. As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago we had Jack Hanna of Jack Hanna's Wildlife
how
Adventures.
cool.
He brought his family on board. So, and that combines the cruise with a safari as well. So there's 6 different safari options.
Oh my goodness. Well, this all sounds wonderful. I just want to get cruising. So tell us, Craig, how we can get started with Elite Global Journeys.
Just give us a call right here at our Fresno office. Our staff will be happy to make you an appointment, get you down into our local office, and we'll talk about customizing plans for you wherever it is you want to go.
Great.
And Brian's got ships all over the world, so we'll find one of those if that's a pairing for you.
I know. Well, you've mentioned so many hot spots I want to visit. So thank you for sharing. I can't wait to call you guys and book my next trip, and we hope everyone else does too with Elite Global Journeys. Thanks so much for coming on, gentlemen.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Happy
Stephanie.
traveling.
Thank you. You too.